Hi all. Today we are going to discuss upon discrete Fourier transform. That is DFT. Discrete Fourier transform. So Fourier transform is nothing but that deals with an aperiodic time signal. If the signal is not periodic in nature and if you're dealing with that non-periodic signal, time signal, then it is called as Fourier transform. So to get the Fourier transform in a discrete format, you're going for a discrete Fourier transform. Okay. So discrete Fourier transform can perform the sampling operation both time and frequency domain. You can have the sampling operation both in time. You can have either in time or in frequency domain. So whatever you are dealing with, you can convert it. So you're going for discrete Fourier transform. Moreover, you will also get a discrete Fourier spectrum using this. From this. So continuous time signal x of e power j omega. So relation between the continuous and the Fourier transform, discrete Fourier transform is equal to summation n is equal to 0 to n minus 1 x of n e raised to j omega minus j omega n. Okay, this was the basic equation of a Fourier transform. So if you want to convert that to a discrete Fourier transform, you have to substitute the value for omega, that is 2 pi k by capital N. So the whole term will change to x of k in frequency spectrum domain, and summation will be changed to it will be summation n is equal to 0 to n minus 1 x of n e raised to minus j 2 pi n k by capital N, which you call as the discrete Fourier transform, and x of n is equal to 1 by n summation k is equal to 0 to n minus 1 x of capital X of k e raised to j 2 pi n k by capital N. This is the equation for the inverse discrete Fourier transform. If it was minus j over here, it will be j over here. Okay, and the combination of these two is called the DFT pair. Question may be asked for what do you mean by DFT pair? What is the DFT pair? So you can write this, both the equation that deals with discrete Fourier transform and the inverse discrete Fourier transform are combined to form the DFT pair. Okay. Then next, if you want to just go for a small problem to find using this equation how we can find the discrete Fourier transform. So the discrete Fourier transform, the basic equation. So let it be obtain the DFT of the sequence x of n is equal to 1 for 0 less than or equal to n less than or equal to 2 and 0 otherwise. This is the condition that is given. X of n can vary is 1. It varies 1, the value 1 varies from 0 to 2. Sometimes it may be given as a constraint or sometimes directly it will be given what is the equation. So you have to first write x of n. What is the equation that is given? From 0 to 2 the value is 1. So 0, 1, 2 the value is 1. And sometimes it will be give for capital N it will be given. If it is 8 you have to give other 7 zeros over here. Understood? If it is 4 you have to give 1 0 over here because 1, 2, 3, 4. Understood? Depending upon the n value you have to give the remaining data. Okay. Now the basic equation of a DFT was given as x of k is equal to summation n is equal to 0 to n minus 1 x of n e raised to minus j 2 pi n k by capital N. You know what is capital N. So summation n is equal to 0 to 4 minus 1 3 x of n e raised to minus j 2 pi n k by 4 2 and 4 you're cancelling and you'll get 2 over here. Okay, so that is equal to summation n is equal to 0 to 3 x of n e raised to minus j pi by 2 n k. You got the first basic equation. Okay, this is the basic equation that you have to find, you got to find this sequence. Okay, next you have to find the value of x of k. I'm repeating that once again. Summation n is equal to 0 to 3 x of n e raised to minus j pi by 2 n k. Now your value was given as 1110. Okay, for k value your k value should also vary from 0 to 3. Depending upon that, n value should go on. Okay, let me go. We can do one question, then you will understand. X of 0. First you have to find x of 0. So for k you are substituting as 0. So here also it should be 0. If k is 0, the entire term over here will be 0. Isn't it? Into 0. So 0 into something will be 0. So e power 0. E power 0 we know e power 0 is equal to 1. Isn't it? So you will get summation n is equal to 0 to 3 x of n e power 0. Now you know the value of x of n. This is x of 0, x of 1 because summation, no? X of 0, x of 1, x of 2, x of 3. So x of 1 value is 1 into e power 0. So that will be 1 into 1. E power 0 is 1 plus 1 into e power 0 plus, sorry, I will write it at e power 0 so that you will be understanding, plus 1 into e power 0 plus 0 into e power 0. Okay, so that is equal to 1 into 1 plus 1 into 1 plus 1 into 1 plus 0 into 1. That is equal to 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 0. That is equal to 3. Okay. In the same question I am telling you how to find the magnitude as well as the phase angle of this signal. So to find the magnitude, magnitude is in the equation form of a plus ib. So that is also equivalent to root of a square plus p square. Here if you are taking the root of this 3 square, there is no imaginary part, you will get 3 itself, isn't it? Okay, so you getting the magnitude has 3 and the phase angle b by a. There is no imaginary part over here, it will be 0. Okay, next you are substituting 1 over here. Summation n is equal to 0 to 3 x of n e raised to minus j 2 pi n into 1. When you substitute n, k is equal to 1. So you will get e raised to minus j pi by 2 n, and you are giving the value. What do you mean by e raised to minus j theta? That is cos theta minus j sin theta. So you are expanding that x of 0 into e raised to 0 plus x of 1 into giving n 1. So e raised to minus pi by 2 j pi by 2 x of 2 into e raised to, so 2 over here 2 get cancelled, x of 2 into e raised to minus j pi plus you giving n 3. So x of 3 into e raised to minus j 3 pi by 2. Now you know the e raised to minus j theta is equal to cos theta minus j sin theta. So you are substituting x of 0 is 1, e raised to 0 is also 1, 1 into 1 1 plus 1 into cos pi by 2 minus j sin by pi by 2 e raised to minus j theta. Next is e raised to minus j pi. So you getting cos pi minus j sin pi. Here it is cos 3 pi by 2 minus j sin 3 pi by 2. So when substituting, you know cos pi by 2 is 0, sin pi by 2 1, cos pi is minus 1, sin pi is 0, cos 3 pi by 2 0, sin 3 pi by 2 is minus 1. So when you are giving it 1 plus, don't have cos pi by 2, you have minus j. sin pi by 2 is 1. So 1 into minus j, that is minus j. Here also 1 into minus 1, minus 1. Here the whole term is 0. So no need to taking that term. So it will be 1 and minus 1 will be get cancelled and you will get minus j. Okay. Okay. So considering the magnitude as well as the phase angle. Okay, considering the magnitude, you will get magnitude is equal to isn't it? Magnitude, you don't have a real term over here. So magnitude, the equation was given as a plus ib. So a square plus b square. You don't have the value. So your magnitude value, you don't have the, you have only the imaginary part. So minus j, that is 1. Minus j square, that is minus 1. So root of that value, you will get 1. Magnitude is equal to magnitude of x of 1 is equal to 1 and the phase angle x of 1 is equal to minus j. It is minus j, so it will be minus pi by 2. Okay. Similarly, you have to find x of 2. So x of 2, again summation n is equal to 0 to 3 x of n e raised to minus j 2 pi by 2 n k you have to give us 2. So 2 and 2 will get cancelled. So here you are getting summation n is equal to 0 to 3 x of n e raised to minus j pi n. Okay. Now you have to find the value of each and every step. So I am going on and I will give you the final answer. Here you got magnitude of x of 2 is equal to 1 and angle of x of 2 is equal to 0. Then you came to x of 3 to find the value of x of 3. That means k is equal to 3. So x of 3, you are substituting k is also 3 and you will get 3 pi by 2n. Okay. So when you are getting 3 pi by 2n, we are substituting the value of each and every step. X of 0 is equal to e power 0 plus x of 1 into e raised to minus j 3 pi by 2 plus x of 2 into e raised to minus j 3 pi, because you are substituting 2 over here for n value 2 over here. X of 3 is equal to e raised to minus j 9 pi by 2. Okay, we can omit this third thing, x of 3 you can omit it because the value is 0. If you have whatever value you are finding for cos and sin, that into 0 you will get 0. So you can omit the 0 term, no need to write. So 1 into 1 cos 3 pi by 2 minus j sin 3 pi by 2. So 3 pi by 2 cos 3 pi by 2 is 0 and minus j sin 3 pi by 2 is minus 1 plus 1 into cos 3 pi minus j sin pi. Cos 3 pi is minus 1, sin 3 pi is 0. So substituting that you will get the value as j. So here you are having the imaginary value only. So the square term you will get modulus of x of 3 is equal to 1. Angle, if it is j, it will get pi by 2. Okay. Similarly, you can write it as x of k. Your final value you got 3 minus j 1 plus j and the magnitude you got 3 1 1 1, angle 0 minus pi by 2 0 plus pi by 2. Okay. So here you can do it for more number of values, but the problem is that each and every time you have to find the value in terms of cos and sin. So there is another term that you can find, DFT is DFT using single linear transformation. Okay, you can use the DFT using a single linear transformation. How means single linear transformation. How you came to single linear transformation? You know the equation x of k is equal to summation n is equal to 0 to n minus 1 x of n e raised to minus j 2 pi n k by capital N. So this whole term you're changing to a Tudel factor called omega n nk minus of. Okay, so the whole equation will be converted to summation n is equal to 0 to n minus 1 x of n e raised to, instead of e raised to this you will writing nk. You can give it over here also, minus nk. Okay, so last time they were asked a question, find the single linear transformation or single DFT using linear transformation. So how means, your question was given as x of n is equal to 1 1 1 0. Okay, without any transformation, using a single transformation you have to compute the DFT. Why you are going for single transformation means you have to reduce the number of multiplication. Here you know you have done 2 pages of calculations, isn't it? You have done number of n how to say means you have done a number of multiplication. That means n complex multiplication and n minus 1 complex addition in this. So reduce this calculation, you're going for this single linear transformation. If it is a 4-point DFT only, 4-point DFT means your sequence n is equal to 4 only, you can find this linear transformation. Okay, n is equal to 4 for 4-point DFT. Okay, it can be written as, using this factor, omega factor, you're calling this Tudel factor. Using this factor, you can find the value. 4 ones, minus j, opposite also minus j, j plus j. This all comes with the help of Tudel factor. You will be understanding in a fast Fourier transform. Okay, 1 minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 into your question 1 1 1 0. So now here you not need to go for a equation that cos theta minus j sin theta. Directly you will get the answer. That is 1 into 1 plus 1 into 1 plus 1 into 1 plus 1 into 0. You will get 3. Matrix multiplication. Okay, 1 into 1, 1, minus 1 into minus j, minus 1 into 1, minus 1, j into 0, 0. So 1 and 1 get cancelled, you will get minus j. Next 1 into 1, 1, minus 1 into 1, minus 1, 1 into 1, 1, plus 1. So you will get minus 1. 1 into 1, 1 into minus 1 into 1, 1 into 1. Okay. Next, your value will be 1 into 1, 1, j into 1 plus j, 1 into minus 1, that you will get plus j. So your answer will be 3 minus j minus 1 j. Okay. Okay, now sorry, this is not minus 1, we will get 2 minus 1, 1. So now you will be getting the same answer over here, 3 minus j 1 plus j, here also 3 minus j 1 plus j. Okay, so in both the time you can do, either you can go for a DFT equation or you can do this using a linear transformation. So this is also important, how you can do with using a single linear transformation. Okay, sometimes the question will be asking us perform the DFT using a single DFT or using linear transformation. So don't get confused, both are same. This is the pattern that you are using this Tudel factor. This omega value, you can compose this. This is omega 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3. Sorry, second term. Okay. Then 3 power 0, 3 power 1, 3 power 2, 3 power 3, 4 power 0, 4 power, like that it is coming. So with this help, you can find the equation directly, instead of going for a long sequence. This you have done for 2 pages. Now this is only single half of the page. Okay. Hope you got this. See you in the next video. Thank you.